Welcome to an episode of Saints and Songs. In this series, we discuss a different saint in each video, telling their story or my experience with them. And then there's a song written by me about that saint or written to that saint, and we play that song. In this particular video, we'll be discussing the following great saint. And today's saint is Saint Andre Bissette, Brother Andre. And here's a funny thing I'm going to tell you first. I wouldn't be doing Brother Andre today if not for a happy mistake. You see, when I first started this series, I did a few of my very favorite saints, Saint Therese of Lisieux, and of course Padre Pio and Saint Mary of Egypt. And I decided that I was going to start doing a saint whose feast day it was. And so when I went to look up the saint for the feast day for this date, I accidentally entered in the wrong date. Instead of adding February 6th, which is what I was looking for, I put January 6th. And I came up with the wrong saint, and it was several hours before I realized it. But by that point, I had already fallen in love with Brother Andre. I had introduced myself to Brother Andre in prayer. I had started studying about the life of Brother Andre, working on the song for Brother Andre, and so I just decided, I think I'm just supposed to stick with this and do Brother Andre. I think either Brother Andre himself or the Holy Spirit, or perhaps St. Joseph, who he was incredibly close to, nudged me in the direction of making this mistake so that I would be introduced to Brother Andre. And these kind of things happen sometimes, and you just got to kind of flow with it when it happened. So let's talk about Brother Andre. When he first presented himself first of all, he's born in 1845, died in 1937, first Canadian-born saint. He was canonized by Pope Benedict in 2010, and his feast day is January the 6th. Now, when he first presented himself to the Congregation of the Holy Cross in Canada, he did show up with a recommendation from a priest, and that recommendation said in it, "I am sending you a saint." But Andre was a sickly young man. He was a very, very uneducated young man. He was barely, in any sense of the word, literate. He was basically illiterate. I think he could write his name at this point. And they also kind of found him to be dull. They thought he was stupid. They didn't think they could do anything with him, and they rejected him. But the bishop intervened, probably at the insistence of the parish priest, and said, "No, you're going to make him a brother." And so they did. They made him a brother, and they made him the doorman. Brother Andre performed menial duties for the community, such as gardener, lamp tender, nurse, barber, errand boy. But most famously, the one thing he could really do and did the most of was to be the torter, or the doorman, the keeper of the door, the keeper of the gate, they called him. And in so doing, and in having that job steadily for so many years, he was the person people would meet when they would show up. So when people would show up there, it would be Brother Andre who would greet them. People got to know him over the years. People confided their problems with him. He sat and talked with people over their problems. He prayed with them, and he would always send them to St. Joseph. He would always tell them, "Go to St. Joseph, go to St. Joseph." And he would bring them to St. Joseph in prayer. He became known for some miraculous healings that happened through St. Joseph and through his prayers. He later joked, he said, "When I first joined this community, the superior showed me the door, and I remained at the door for 40 years. So that's kind of fantastic. I always love to hear about saints who, whether it was that they were supposedly dull-witted or just uneducated, or whether they were lame, or whether they had some mental illness, were initially being rejected by a religious community, but they ended up being accepted, and they ended up being a great saint because they were among the holiest of people. Like I said, his prayers led to the cure of many who were sick. He became known as the miracle worker of Montreal. He told the sick to pray, especially to St. Joseph. In 1904, Brother Andre joined with his friends to build a small chapel in honor of St. Joseph on a mountainside where people could go and pray. And the chapel was expanded to accommodate growing numbers of pilgrims. Finally, in 1917, a crypt church was built that could hold 1,000 people. In time, this developed into the magnificent St. Joseph's Oratory of Mount Royal, which is what it is now. It's a minor basilica and a national shrine. It was built with the crypt church still at its base. Brother Andre's small chapel can still be seen today, although it was relocated 100 yards away from the basilica. The oratory is now the world's largest pilgrimage site dedicated to St. Joseph. And this was all because of the work of Brother Andre. And guys, keep St. Andre and Bissette in your heart. Pray to him, get to know him. A simple soul, but an incredibly holy soul. And I've truly enjoyed getting to know him over the last 24 hours. And I haven't done an adequate job on his song, but I'm going to share the song that I've created for Brother Andre now.
In the shadows they turned away, said Andre was unfit to pray, but with humble heart he took his place, a doorkeeper blessed by grace. They called him stupid, unlearned man, turned aside with selfish hands. Yet the bishop saw what others missed, a saintly soul that they dismissed. He's the keeper, the healer, through prayer he'll guide. Saint Joseph's man, with love and pride. In every visit, his spirit shone, a gentle whisper, you're never alone. Oh, Brother Andre, hear their plea, a holy man so full of glee. With each embrace, their burdens eased, in the name of love, their hearts appease. To those rejected, cast aside, he opened wide the holy tide. With faith unshakable, he prayed each day for healing grace to light the way. He's the keeper, the healer, through prayer he'll guide. Saint Joseph's man, with love and pride. In every visit, his spirit shone, a gentle whisper, you're never alone. Oh, let them come, the weary souls, for Brother Andre, he makes us whole. With humble heart and open door, he brings us hope forevermore. Now through the ages, his love resounds in every heart, his joy abounds. Saint Andre Bissette, forever our light, keeper of the gate in love's pure sight. Oh, let them come, the weary souls, for Brother Andre, he makes us whole. With humble heart and open door, he brings us hope forevermore. Now through the ages, his love resounds in every heart, his joy abounds. Saint Andre Bissette, forever I lie, keeper of the gate in love's pure sight.
Thank you for looking at this Saints and Songs video. Please look at the next Saints and Song video. And please don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Now let's close in prayer to the greatest saint ever, whose glory is beyond that of any other mere human or any angel, our Mother, Mary. Ave Maria, gratia plena, Dominus tecum, benedicta tu in mulieribus, et benedictus fructus ventris tui, Iesus. Sancta Maria, Mater Dei, ora pro nobis peccatoribus, nunc et in hora mortis nostrae. Amen.